Brown 45. Brown 45. Hot, 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 hot.
Of Red Zone football, and I'll see you there for it.
Oh, wait, what happened to commercial free?
That's a whole long story, my friend.
And we are down to 3.5 teams remaining. Broken ankle ruined fucking everything. Yay. We will discuss it all. I'm sure the panelists will agree on everything that happened this past weekend. There will be no arguments, no Mark, should the tush push be banned? We'll get to that later. First up, speaking of Mark, how the hell are you? And yeah, how are you? I don't have anything else.
I mean, I'm okay. I am somewhat glad I wasn't here last week because I really would have pushed the envelope on what I really believed was going to happen this past weekend. And I mean, yeah.
We were really confused. Your logic made sense in the chat, but it was really confusing when we got those sent to us. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Next up, Nazario.
Still here.
Boy,
Ron CMC, bitch. For life. I don't care what happened.
He ran real well. He ran really well.
You know who ran well? Brock Purdy. 400 yards. Behind the scrimmage.
Sideline to sideline.
I won $128 in bonus bets on DraftKings because I picked Raheed Shaheed to get the longest touchdown. Man, didn't think it was going to be in the first play, but it was great when it happened. The problem is they split it between defensive people that picked the defensive and special teams touchdown and Raheed Shaheed, so it would have been more money, but it was still fun. And I won those bets on Indiana, so those all worked. Next up, Robert, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm just holding on for dear life, waiting to see how things shake out. But we're here.
Yeah, you're kind of in that limbo state of who is my coach?
I don't know anything.
That's fair. I've got to be in the best mood possible. Thomas Scully, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing just dandy, Great season.
How you cope? Jesus Christ.
Just saying.
You're a sicko. You're an absolute pervert. You should not say that shit at all to me. You're better at losses than me. I wanted to burn my team on and when they lost to the Yankees. Bar, how are you? No one wants to be your OC, but how are you?
I can't wait to get Matt Nagy or Mike Kafka. We're very excited for you in Philadelphia.
We tell you where the best cheesesteaks are, and your nice Wawa, and your.
I'll tell you where to get the best hoagies. Is that a cheesesteak place?
And
there's somebody backstage, by the way.
I know. Believe me, I know. This is a build-up. I'm not. He is not a permanent member of the show. But the fact is, one of his team beat one person's panel team. Now, if this was Robert's team,
I was not asking about this decision.
If this was, you don't get to ask. If this was Barr's team would have been there. I wouldn't have done it to Scully. But if it was Coho, I would have brought him in too. So returning for this week, I don't know if he'll be on any more weeks. We'll see how he does tonight. But Jack Van Jack, how are you?
Well, my Seahawks put belt to ass on the 49ers, so I'm doing pretty all right.
Hey, guess what? I can control this.
That is also
Wow.
true. Did you ban him?
Now I just put him in backstage.
Okay. So we're going to go through the games. We're going to discuss the games. Overall, I will say without a shadow of a doubt, these playoffs have been incredible.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely incredible playoff games. I would say, again, wild card weekend was way better. This weekend there was a few, just the game was pretty settled.
Bookends were good.
Bookends were good.
Middle
Bookends pissed me the fuck off, but they were good. As a person that had Rams money line, pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, and
but we'll get there.
Whatever.
Fuck off, bitch. You guess what? All you get to do is live in the same sadness you've always lived in. Me, that was money. Okay.
It's a very different kind of sadness, actually, but I'll get into that.
Okay. Iceman cometh. Fucking sucks until it's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The 58-minute man returned, and I can't stand it. Anyways,
Opposite, whatever.
no, look at the stats. Not great. Overall, first game, nothing big happened in this first game whatsoever. I'm thinking it's Bills Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the very first game of the week. Yeah. I'm on record on this show, and I've been on record. If you cry like a baby back bitch as you're my quarterback, I want nothing to do with you after it. I don't care you're sad. I don't care. Save that shit for the locker room. Do not cry in front of people. You're supposed to be my leader of the team, and you threw the ball backwards like a dumbass. Multiple, I cost my guys. You did? You 100% did, and you were the reason that they almost won too. So you know what? You can take it for what it is. But to give them a 10-point lead going into half is absolutely unacceptable in every aspect of the why he ran in the first place is still mind-blowing. Game overall ends. Questionable call. We'll just get into it. NFL has taught us since when was the Dez Bryant catch? Not catch. 2009, 11?
It was 11 years ago.
Yeah,
we have been battling the same argument from this point on of what is a catch. They released the angle after the game the next day, where it's very clear he does not have possession of the ball, and he does not, and it is simultaneous. They go to the ground, he comes out with it. I've been on record. I think two things have to happen in this. Either one, you call it an incomplete pass and you give him a 4th and 10. Do I think that's correct either? No, not really. But I think you have to stick with the call, and I think it's an interception. I think he made an absolute great play on the ball, and he got it, and he turned it over. And I think the sad fact of it, people were just pissed off because it was a heroic effort. We thought it was going to be this great thing. I think there's this bias towards Josh Allen. Clearly, if you're Dan Orlovsky, you are 100% Josh Allen, on your knees, loving the guy. But I think that's where the play happens. Fact of the matter is, Buffalo had no business being in this game. Zero business being in this game. They played like complete asshole. Horrible clock management, horrible decision making. Sean McDermott is out as a head coach, which we'll get on his owner. Jesus Christ. Sometimes crazy. Maybe that's why John Henry, when the Red Sox, they don't allow him to have a microphone at press conferences because the shit he could also say. He's senile. If I see that Happy Gilmore gift one more time where he's the old guy's better luck next year, and he just starts punching the old guy in the gut next time Keon Coleman sees him. Overall, it was an absolute great game. It was an absolute bullshit game. Now that we find out that Bo Nix broke his ankle and is out for the season, I thought somebody hacked the news, Adam Schefter and everything. When I saw that come down, I was like, what? I had literally seen him finish the game. I didn't see him carted off. I didn't see anything. He makes that weird run. It tweaks at that point, and then he downs the ball. Also has a weird ankle. Probably didn't help his ankle at that point. They end up horrible PIs at the end. Now, when I say PIs, I think they're 100% PIs. But the first one that they let
I think
the problem with the NFL is this is the massive problem with the NFL, and it starts in this game and it goes through all the other games. We start the game with letting boys be boys. We're going to let the boys play. We're going to let them play. We're not going to do anything. Oh my God, did you see that face mask? Fuck off. Did you see him get pulled down? Don't worry about it. They're boys. Let them play. And then third quarter ends, and then all of a sudden, fuck off. Yeah. That's a foul. And then we're just throwing him that you never called anything. There's that hold that's in the end zone that the guy is getting mugged by the Bills in the end zone and getting completely just like beat the fuck out of. And then all of a sudden they're like, nope, no penalty. One guy's going for Josh Allen and the other guy has his arm like pulled back and he's trying to reach for him. Nothing. Then we're like, oh, that's not PI. I was just like, and then the one they don't call, the very next play, he hits him again. They call PI. Everybody starts booing, losing their mind because they're like, what are you talking about? That's not a PI. And then the one where they tackled him at the end zone, like tackled him before the ball went, and everybody's like, the refs were out to get him. No, they just kept their flags in their pocket for the first 3 quarters. So a lot from this game, you don't have to go anywhere. You can talk about the catch, the non-catch, the interception, the penalties, the Josh Allen, Bronet, wherever you want to take it. I'll pass it around. We'll start with Mark. Mark, thoughts on the Bills Broncos game?
Yeah, the game pissed me the fuck off. Like this game almost went exactly how I thought it was going to. Like in some end, thought Josh Allen would probably not play his best game, but they were going to be behind. They were going to come back, and I thought the collapse was going to happen next week. I didn't think it happened. Instead, Brandon Cooks made sure of that. I mean, I think, at least a little bit of talk a little bit about the call, a little bit about the penalties, because like that call, I don't think the call is wrong. I think the thing that really bugs me about the call is they didn't even bother to look at it. Yes. Like McDermott had to take a timeout and yell at the refs for a minute. And
hold on, like, I don't want to interrupt you, but what my question is: isn't every turnover isn't every turnover reviewed?
No. So in overtime, every review is initiated by the booth. It's I think in the last 2 minutes that all turnovers and scoring plays are reviewed. But in overtime, it's only the scoring plays and then every
scoring play is reviewed. Everyone throughout the game from start to finish.
Any any play like that has to be initiated by the booth. There's no challenges. Which I think is
okay. Mark, you can take it back. Sorry.
That's fucking crazy though, because if that call goes Buffalo's way, the game's over. They kick the field goal, it's fucking over. So I don't know why you don't just, even if it is clear, which it kind of is clear from Jump Street, I don't know why you don't pause the game for a second just to look at it. Right. But my other thought was, this is another thing, because we can all sit here. Josh Allen made bad plays, definitely put them in a bad spot, but he brought him back. And when the game was on the line, he fucking performed. He drove him down the field, and he makes a perfect pass to Brandon Cooks. And Brandon Cooks cannot come down with that bullshit. Every single time, Josh Allen has to rely on teammates in big position. They come, especially when we get, because you're talking about the PI penalties. Joey Bosa was out to make sure that the PI penalty wouldn't fucking matter, because he's hitting fucking Bo Nix 4 seconds after he lets go of the ball. I don't know. I'm sitting there going, do the Bills just not want to win this game? Do the Bills hate Josh Allen or something? What is going on here?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. It seemed like every time, they were the Miami Hurricanes. hitting Bo Nix, like Francis Mendoza just headbutting him, and just like, good luck. Nazario, you've been a Josh Allen stan for a really long time. One, fucking Bills are cursed as fuck.
I don't know why you have like something against a man crying. I thought it was earned. The man was suffering because he fucked up.
It's like
He
the
fucked
fifth
up
time too. It's the
because-
fifth time it's happened to him. Why wouldn't he start crying on stage?
You know what? Be a man. I don't know what to say. Stop crying. Quit bitching.
I
You're
don't know
married
what he
to
was.
Harry Styles. You're married to her. You're fine, bitch. Go home, collect your paycheck, go home. What are you talking about? You threw the ball backwards.
I kind of think he knew this was his like one chance. Like no Lamar, no Burrow, no Mahomes. You have to beat fucking Bo Nix.
That is the stupidest argument. There's the stupidest.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
getting real
No,
tired of
It's
that.
not.
You can speak later. The point is,
That's
like,
fair.
this was his window. He was carrying his fucking team like he always does. He made a fucking bone-ass stupid decision with that fucking thing. I don't know still, was it a fumble or he just threw the ball backwards before halftime?
It was a fumble. He hit his
It was
hand.
a
Yeah,
fumble.
the guy
He
hit
just
his
got
hand.
it.
But he didn't tuck it. He was running like he's like you could still pass
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He was dumb. He was the inflatable arm toy outside of a dealership.
Like
Just like,
Superman.
hey.
That fucking team really did not support him at all. And the guy was just emotionally spent because, I mean, I'd be frustrated that way too. Honestly, they should have won anyway. Even as bad as the Bills played, they still basically won that game because the Broncos are a piece of shit. Like, I really don't understand how the fuck are they still in this shit. Like, if the Patriots don't win by 30, I don't know what's happening.
They stole the Chiefs.
It's
double
last year.
magic.
It's last
That's
year's
how.
Chiefs. It's last year's Chiefs. And 15-2 the previous year and went to the Super Bowl and got their ass.
I hope
blown.
they pick a decent coach. I heard Dable maybe. What the fuck? I hope they pick a decent coach.
I mean, that's his old OC,
Yeah.
so that would make sense. It shouldn't be the higher, but it makes sense.
I hope they find him somewhere. I hope they reinforce that receiving core that is just ugh. And
I mean,
maybe
the fact is that
President of football.
the fact that they kept the GM and
That
fired
was weird.
McDermott is crazy to me.
Malpractice.
That guy
Not only
that
did
the
they
guy that
keep
does
him,
that
they
guy that does
promoted
the
him.
like you can call it whatever it's still the same fucking job. Like he just got a new title. So it doesn't make him seem
And a
like
bigger
more
check.
thing, but probably the same check. Owners are pretty cheap with that. But I'm saying it's like when you draft 2 Pro Bowlers in your entire run as your head coach, and then you're like that guy that impersonates, he goes, "What if I don't fire me? What if you promote? What if you change my title?" It's like, you might be a genius. Like McDermott, you're gone. I figured that. I mean, I would hire McDermott right now. And in some of these situations, I would hire McDermott too. He's done really well with less. Yeah, he had a great quarterback, but I would say the Bills roster is the worst that it's been in many years. And he still was able to get it where it was. And he beat the Jags, which the Jags overall was a team that literally went into Denver and stomped the fuck out of the Broncos. So, like, if Jags won that previous week, we could have been looking at Jags against them. Robert.
Fuck this game. I'm with Mark. Fuck this game. This game was stupid. Like, I
loved
think I know you guys are convinced that I'm still not super convinced it was an interception myself personally. But like the other PI, the second PI, fine. I didn't like the first PI call that set them into the field goal range. I thought that was bullshit, especially in comparison to the PI they didn't call on Cooks in the end zone. And then people will be like, well, they didn't call the holding in the end zone that should have ended the game on a fucking whatever. Like, it balanced out, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was dumb. What came to mind just now as everybody was talking was like the Bills gashed them on the ground. Like gashed them on the ground. Like James Cook was destroying the Broncos to the point where I'm thinking that even though the Patriots haven't won in Denver in the playoffs, I might have given the Patriots the edge even with Bo Nix because, like, at least they play great defense and they can run the ball with a two-headed monster. And like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't have picked the Patriots. Would have picked the Broncos anyway. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine like if they lost the turnover battle 1-3? The Bills probably win that game by like 14 points or something. It's gross. It had to be 5 turnovers for it to be that close in Denver's favor. But like that at the end of the half, just terrible. Like, he made a lot of mistakes. I understand why he would cry, but like at some point I was thinking, does he just not want to be on the road anymore? Does he just want to go home to his pregnant wife who couldn't go to the Globes because he was playing football and all this bullshit? It kind of seemed like at the beginning he didn't actually want to keep going on the road and playing football, but he turned it around. I don't know. I don't know what the refs were too involved, and when refs are too involved, the game results end up bad. And I think the game result was bad, but that's my personal opinion. Look where we're at now. The Patriots get to steamroll to a fucking Super Bowl again. Hooray for all of them.
They have suffered enough. Okay.
I know. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. It's the 5 years of the
5
wilderness.
years.
My
Listen,
God.
I'm not telling you I want the Patriots, but when the Patriots started their dynasty again, the Red Sox started winning. So I will take anything at this point. So bring on the banners. Bring on Dave Portnoy saying that he's won 7 championships. I don't give a fuck at this point. Let it happen. I need them back, and I need the Red Sox back in the postseason for longer runs. Okay, Scully, you said that's the dumbest argument, and your take on the game.
Well, I think to start with the argument, this is, like you said, this is the weakest the Bills roster has been since before Allen started getting MVP votes way back in 2020. So this is the weakest it's been. No number 1 wide receiver, really no reliable pass catchers outside Khalil Shakir, who I thought had a very good game, who they should have kept feeding in the pass game. No run defense, a secondary that holds every single play, and they have to go on the road against a 13-win Jacksonville team with great defense, can cause turnovers, offense led by probably coach of the year. Then to Denver, number 1 seed, top flight defense, all this. And then if they had won, they would have had to face their division rivals, the Patriots, who steamrolled them at home, and then they won on the road, setting up a huge grudge match. That is way harder than getting to beat, sorry, Robert, the Steelers, and then having to play Mahomes and the Chiefs every year. Much harder than that, because they had those games the last 2 years. They just choked them away due to missed kicks, bad defense, Dalton Kincaid not being able to catch the ball. This is a way harder path for them this year than in years before. So that's just my argument for that. This game, again, it pissed me off. It pissed me off a lot, mainly from the fact that if you're not going to call something in the first quarter, why the hell are you calling it in the fourth? If you're not going to call it before halftime, why are you calling it in the middle of overtime? It doesn't make sense. All it does is add drama, add frustration. All you do is set an entire fan base against the league for about 6 to 8 months until the next season starts. And all it does is create more questions about the viability of your referees. My second thing regarding the catch, week 15, Bills Pats in Gillette. Shakir goes for that same exact ball, catches it. The DB puts his hands on it. Same exact play. It's ruled a catch and defensive pass interference, first down Buffalo. Last year,
it's not the exact same.
But very similar. They both look like they had possession of it.
Yeah, but
the
fact of this Cook's ball is they're both grabbing at the exact same time.
Same thing last year, AFC Championship game. Xavier Worthy catches a jump ball with the defensive back. And
that's the Chiefs. That doesn't count.
And it's ruled Chiefs ball, first and goal.
They get everything. What are we talking about? We can't make that argument.
Right. But again, if you're calling it a catch in the playoffs last year and in week 15 this year, why are you calling it an interception in this game? It's
a simple interception.
Exactly. As the NFL defines it, the rules say it's an interception, change of possession. But that's not how they've called it all year.
I know, and I've never one of the dumbest things I ever heard, because I saw Twitter blow up. Tie goes to the receiver. That's not a fucking rule. That's never been a rule. Just because the league is offensively based.
The fact that there's the perception of it, because that's how it's been,
right,
tells us that we have a major issue on our hands.
What
problem of the money in this game was on Buffalo? I'm curious to find out.
The problem with the call, the only problem with the call is they needed to slow it down. They needed to pause the game and look at the review. The problem is they just went in and Bo Nix had the ball and he was driving.
Right.
That should have never been the case. Because if we would have slowed down and they would have showed the angle that they released after the game was well over, of him clearly having it and going, like them going down and him popping up with it. One of the reasons I really hate replays in general, because everything's so slowed down and like to the thing, and you're like seeing this minor things. It like takes the fun out of football. But I agree. But if you would have looked at that review, there's no uproar. There shouldn't be. There will still be some, because we've seen the play before. But I would have seen that and been like, "Yep, that was an interception. Great play overall."
Yeah. And the fact that this is even a debate tells us that there's a greater issue at play here.
That's what I believe. I believe every coach, regardless of the penalty, anything should have a flag. They throw it, they get one. If they get it, if they win it, they get it again. It's the dumbest rule that we can pause the game for any other fucking reason they want. Pause it, let them look, and let me see that this is the difference of the game. That's what I would like.
It takes away from the fact that this was actually a really fun game. You had two defenses taking the ball away from the offenses, whether it be bad passes, bad turnovers, whatever. It was still a very fun game to watch. Josh Allen.
Is it true that you can challenge strikes and balls now?
No. You didn't have me interrupt you. You're not going to interrupt me.
Fine.
Josh Allen led this team back in the third quarter like he's always done. And Bo Nix probably played one of the best games of football he's ever played. That's not what we're talking about here because of this play. Bo Nix played a phenomenal game of football. And because Sean Payton decided to run a quarterback scramble for no reason, he's not going to play in the AFC Championship game. So Sean Payton's hubris.
I truly believe that PIs. I truly believe PIs need to be college, and it needs to be 15 yards and not at the spot of the foul. That's my strongest belief ever. Because it's too offensive based, and a quarterback can literally just launch it up and know that they can gain PI and get right to the end of it. Like that's the problem.
Best part of this is that this is all taken away from the fact that Sean Payton should be crucified for even calling that play that Bo Nix got hurt on. There was no need to run that play. Just kick the field goal. Because they lost.
He wants it on the right hash, though. But you don't understand. It has to be on the correct hash.
My question for you: are you going to crucify Ben Johnson later for those 3-yard runs to
find out?
Also, fucking Sean Payton, you cocksucker! If you throw it to Mims one more goddamn time in the flat and getting 1 yard every time, and you do it constantly, when do you think it's going to work? This screen pass shit, I hate. Not my NFL.
Terrible.
Not my NFL. I hate it more than anything in the world.
It's weird as Marvin Mims hasn't done anything all season, but that's not going to stop him from trying it.
Somebody won $30,000 because they picked the most receiving yards for divisional rounds, and they picked him. He was so low on the odds. He is the famous quote of Russell Wilson is like, "Why are you mad at me? He don't throw me the ball." Like that was Mims. And then this thoughts in this game.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what rule changes get made in the offseason this time because of the Bills in the playoffs. Because I feel like it's happened for like 3 years now.
Well, they're the reason the overtime rules got changed.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like there was another one as well. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, it's a shame because both, aside from that one awful play like right before halftime from Josh. Both quarterbacks did a really great job, but if everything just got handled a little bit differently, we wouldn't be having this fucking discussion that takes away from the rest of the game. I just feel bad for Josh Allen. I think he knew that if they lost this game, McDermott was going to get fired, and I think he put a lot of that on himself. But like,
Don't cry.
maybe not on, during the press conference.
Yeah, cry in your locker room. Don't be a bitch.
But yeah,
I don't feel bad for a $50 million quarterback. I will never feel bad for a $50 million quarterback. Fuck off.
But hey, don't forget, the Patriots don't do great against backup quarterbacks. So hey, Denver, congratulations.
But what if Josh Allen was crying not only because he knew McDermott was going to be fired, but he also knew they would also promote Brandon Beane, and that made him cry.
That could have been the case. I just love that the owner went up to him and been like, "Hey, that wasn't a catch. That was a catch. You know what we're talking about."
I guarantee you, Josh was like, "You better get the fuck away from me."
I'm like,
And then
I'm gonna buy you, bitch. Like,
He didn't acknowledge me. Oh my god.
He didn't know it was
Jack. Quick,
Yeah.
your thoughts on this game? Because
This game was fun to watch for most of it, but good lord, the last couple minutes were a chore to sit through because they weren't calling shit in the first half, and then all the flags came out. It made it frustrating to watch. I still had a good enough time. I didn't have a horse in this fight at all. This was it's just I'm sad for Josh Allen. Like I'm not gonna feel bad for him. To a significant degree, the man makes more money than, and he gets and he's married to Haley Steinfeld. So like I'm not gonna feel bad for him. But like to see the dude go through the same shit again and again and again.
shouldn't have signed that contract.
That's fair.
Shouldn't have signed an extension. Shouldn't have stayed in Buffalo.
Also-
That shit's gonna suck for
I
a
didn't
while.
realize that Kevin is it Kevin Pagula? Is that the dude's name? Same dude that owns the Buffalo Sabres. I didn't realize that until after the press conference today, and everything makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're delusional people.
That man is
Wow. Canadian internet. Love it. All right. He just looks like he just saw something like perverted. Okay, there he is. Anyways,
I froze.
the game that I made the most money on this weekend, the game that we saw 2 weeks ago, the game that I knew for a fact, we've already seen this play out. I moved the line. You give me 7.5. I will take it plus 14. I will take it minus 14.5 because I knew you lost Kittle. They already beat the living fuck out of you live in Seattle 2 weeks before when you guys had something to play for.
It was
And you're
San
gonna-
Francisco.
Yeah, that game was
Even worse.
That's worse, right? You know that's worse.
And then you're going to go into it. Who did we lose?
far.
Bar.
Oh, bar.
I just knew this was going to be belts to ass the entire time. I literally got up. The game was about to start. I got up. I walked out to talk to my wife. I turned around and I just hear loud a turnaround. Shaheed is running it into the end zone. Your dirty ass fucking kicker takes the worst psycho dive that I've ever seen in my life to try to kill somebody.
Soccer.
He literally does a soccer slide trying to kill players. Doesn't work. I see that flag come out. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking horrible," and it was. It was straight belt to ass the entire time. Least fun game to watch. It was like the third quarter, and everybody gave up. Like everybody, like Seattle is for fucking real. Darnold did not have to be good. that defense was really good. I'm so excited that this is the matchup that sets up after this, but everybody's thoughts on this. We'll go first. I save you two for the end, and internet fucking looks like Jack sucks. So we'll start with Bar this time. Thoughts on Seattle completely waterboarding San Francisco?
I had to work for most of it. What I did see was Seattle's defense just putting belt to ass. Like if anything, if they like, just as far as they've gotten, that defense has really done wonders for that team. Mike McDonald has just really put it all together there. And God, Brock Purdy needs healthy people around him, man. Like he needs Pearsall back. He needed Kittle. CMC going out. The moment that CMC went out, I think that's when everyone just collapsed.
I got 70% of that. I appreciate that, Bar. Your internet was quite bad.
I'm gonna go bye.
Just send me your picks.
Will do.
Okay, Scully, your thoughts on this game? Whoa.
I mean,
that was terrifying. By the way, Freddie Peralta in trade talks to go to the Mets.
Of course he is. I like games.
This show is NFL. This is the show where we break MLB news.
I do like watching games where one team is just a utter dominance against the other, because you really get to see the best parts of that team. And I love watching the Seattle defense. They are so much fun to watch. Similar to the Legion of Boom, but very different vibes. More of an emphasis on pass
ego,
hunting the quarterback. That their safeties run downhill a lot faster than the Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor build of safeties did. Watching that team eat up a Christian McCaffrey screen pass is a thing of beauty. It's beautiful football. I felt bad, I think, for San Francisco a little bit, especially when, Tonjes just shredded his knee just running in place. That was just absolutely brutal.
They still call that a foot thing. I don't know what the fuck. It's obviously a knee.
Well, feet aren't supposed to bend like that. This Seahawks team is legit. I am pretty happy that I don't have to see them next week. The Bears don't have to see them next week. I feel like that is a bullet dodged, to be honest. And I think it sets up one hell of an NFC championship.
It's a weird fucking cope, man. That was a weird fucking cope. I'm just glad I don't got to see Caleb Williams get a shit pumped for fucking 4 quarters, man. God,
we had no left tackle.
Caleb Williams could have been out for the 2027 season. Robert, thoughts on this game?
I don't know. I don't like utter dominance by teams unless it's my own. It seems like it ruins the drama of things. Like Burkhardt and Brady were talking about it a lot. I was in the midst of I couldn't watch. I could only listen. But they kept bringing up that, man, it's really hard for San Francisco to do anything. And you're like, they're down, 17-0, and then they come back and they have a couple nice drives, but they only end up in Eddie Pinheiro field goals, and you're like, well, they're chipping away. Yeah,
I'm surprised Brady got that game. That's crazy to me that they sent him there, but whatever.
I don't know why.
There's a reason why.
Well, I guess because of the who got what game, but that's still crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, just
to get him there for Monday for the
no offense to the
National
Niners
championship game.
because they have like the heart of a champion, just not the arms, legs, knees, joints,
Tendons,
every other things that you need for that to
ligaments.
happen. I mean, no offense to Nazario, but if a competent Eagles team was keyword competent, they probably would have won that game, and the Rams would have went there in the divisional round. It would have been a better game. Let's be clear. Right, like you can't withstand everything that they did and then lose your backup tight end and then lose CMC, and Pearsall doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he hasn't played very much. All this stuff is happening and expect like good results in Seattle. Fucking Sam Darnold. Oh, he's thrown a pass all week. Who gives a shit? If Shaheed runs the opening kickoff back, who gives a
did
shit
not
if he hasn't thrown the ball?
one
It did not
bit.
matter one
It
bit, and he
didn't-
still and he still threw balls that were wonderful. Like he threw like the ball to Cup, or like it didn't matter. I hate the fact, for me personally, I hate the fact that I'm gonna have to watch a fucking Super Bowl with the fucking Patriots going for 7 against Mike McDonald, who was like the bane of the Steelers' existence for the little bit he was the Ravens. Like I fucking hate that bullshit. With Sam Darnold on top, who was like a pie in the sky option for the Steelers potentially at quarterback, but we didn't want him because we don't want to spend more. Like that fucking Super Bowl sucks ass. I don't want any part of it for me. But here we are, 2026.
Here we are.
Ugh. Yeah.
Patriots. There we go. Mark, thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think probably for this time, we really could only call the 49ers the Niners over the last 2 weeks, and because only half of them were still around. And
Was it
it
even
wasn't
that?
more true than, Saturday's game. I mean, I had like a little, like, just peek into my life. I had like kind of like some households, like chore stuff I kind of had to do Saturday. I didn't really do much of any of it because I was stuck watching the Broncos Bills, and then opening play, Shaheed takes that fucker back. I'm like, all right, this game's over. I'm just gonna go and do my stuff. And like, I didn't watch a second more of the game because I knew it was gonna happen. Sure enough, keep looking at my phone every 30 minutes, and there's another touchdown by Seattle. Like sometimes you don't need to watch a down of football to know a game's going to be a beatdown and to know that, things are going to go wrong. And then hearing you guys like, McCaffrey left and they lost Tonjes. And like just the Niners have no luck at all. No luck at all. Like they are all
Their only highlights or plays that we kept having to see was them trying to get back in the game on the sidelines. Like that's the only play. Like, oh, he's got a stinger, he's got this, and they're like moving up and down and stuff. By the way, I don't watch hockey at all, but Toronto Maple Leafs, this guy named Matthews just beamed a ref in the face with a puck. It was crazy.
Sweet.
I hate Austin Matthews so fucking much. You have
You
no
just
idea.
Wow.
can't, buddy. Cody,
Sorry,
Cody,
I
you
didn't
watch
know. I
hockey.
thought it was
on.
fascinating.
We have a Canadian
Sorry.
on the show. Come on.
Go Maple Leafs. Okay. And Nazario, you want to give your eulogy?
I mean, let's be real, man. We were not even supposed to be there at this point. Like, it was a weird fucking season.
This is
Like,
shit.
I always like to believe that we have a plan and we have a deep ass bench. But there's a limit to everything. And apparently this was the limit. I still feel that a healthy 49ers team can do a good match with the Seahawks. We even beat them this season.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that because nobody gives a shit about week 1, but we beat them. And in the first 2 matches that they played with us, they only scored 26 points total in 2 matches. So that's okay. I really had some hope that after getting that beat down 2 weeks ago, Kyle Shanahan would watch some fucking tape and figure out something to do different. He did not. He didn't even let fucking
You
frustrated
couldn't.
chuck the ball. He didn't even let Purdy just chuck it because at some point you just have to
He
chuck
tear
it
his
to see
arm.
what happens.
He'd tear his arm. He didn't have receivers to run for it. He didn't have receivers to run down the ball.
There's like a
There's
highlight.
gonna be nobody down there. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's one
Chuck it
play.
to who? What do you
There's
mean?
one play.
Oh gosh,
that,
Brandon Ayuk's music. Do you hear it? He's coming out of the
Dude,
tunnel. Like, what are you?
My God.
there is the highlight that people
Holy
keep sending
shit!
me.
It's a slobber knocker.
There's a highlight that people keep sending me of one of the several sacks that Purdy just ate. Where fucking Pearsall and Robinson just crash into each other from the scrimmage 2 seconds into a play. What the fuck was happening down there? Like, I don't know. It kind of felt like everybody just assumed they were going to lose and didn't try anything to change that outcome. I'm so fucking mad about this, man. Like, it's ridiculous how pissed
Did
I
your
am.
son cry?
Because I know we're better than this. I
your
know
son
the
cry?
team. No. I know
Oh,
the team.
He cried with the Bills losing, but he didn't cry with the 49ers. Wait.
Hey, my son? Yeah, he cried. It was bad.
Good.
I thought it was me. No, I didn't cry. My kid was bawling out. And that it was pretty sad because he was on a trip with my mom, so he just video called me and I could try to console him through a fucking video call.
Good. That's what he needs to learn, that sports are stupid and they will suck the life out of him, and you gave him this to live with. That, and he'll regret it, and he'll speak about it in therapy that my dad made me a 49ers fan. That's what you did.
Know what I did?
And that's what's perfect.
Do you know what I did on Sunday? I signed him up for flag football.
Nice.
He went to his first class today, by the way.
Should
Good shit.
tackle, but
So,
whatever.
I know we're better than that. Like, honestly, I would still be pissed if we lose like 29-28. I would still be fucking pissed because fuck the Seahawks. They fucking suck. The lucky bastards. Like, they have like 3 fucking games that they won because, I don't know, the gods deemed it so. They shouldn't have beat the Rams. They shouldn't have even beat the fucking Colts. But there they are in a place they haven't really fucking earned until maybe now. I don't give a shit. But the good thing is that even though I still hate them too, the Rams are going to block them from going to fucking Santa Clara. Because Seahawks are not better than the Niners, and the Seahawks are not better than the Rams. So fuck them. I'm putting it on the Rams. Let's fucking go.
At least the Niners are all over ESPN today.
In your incessant rambling, nowhere near you were a correct answer. Everybody is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. All right, Jack.
Yeah,
the Niners are better than the Seahawks, is what we just heard.
Oh yeah, that's why they lost 41-6. But no, this game was beautiful to watch.
Congratulations on beating the bench.
Just fucking beautiful. Yeah, no, I was losing my mind at the bar watching Shaheed run it back 95 yards. I was losing my mind during Kenneth Walker running 3 touchdowns. I was sad when Charbonnet went down. We'll be fine. But no, this was just an absolute masterclass by McDonald and our defense. Sam Darnold was injured ? We could have started, like, he didn't have to play the full game, so he got a little bit of rest in there, so that's good. Yeah, no, I'm feeling very good about the game and this coming game, mostly because the Rams haven't really looked that good in the last couple weeks. They've barely won both games that they played. And last time, like, yeah, fluky calls, whatever. The Seahawks were in it with the Rams in that last match, and we ended up beating them. So I think we can do it
You
again.
tied them on a backward pass that bounced off the helmet of a player, and your receiver picks it up by chance.
Running
went
back, but
backwards,
yes.
Yeah, whatever.
He
Right.
tore his ACL, so he can't be there to do that again.
At least we fucked the one guy.
I'm muted. Can't pick it up this time.
Did what?
Yeah, can't pick up this.
I'm okay. Second to last game.
Yeah.
Houston goes into Patriots. Houston's defense, which everybody's saying the Patriots run is really easy, and that's fine. I don't disagree 100% with quarterback play, but they literally played two of the best defenses in the league this season. They played the Chargers, and they played the Houston.
Yeah.
And if CJ Stroud just spiked the ball and just handed it off the rest of the way, I think they could have beat them. But the problem is, Stroud is bad. And Dan Orlovsky, he's on my hit list this week because I can't stand the fucker at this point. As the guy that was famous, the only thing I still don't know why he's on television. I think it's hilarious that he's on. Like he talks about quarterback play when he was the quarterback that ran out of the back of the end zone for the Lions. He wasn't good as a quarterback. So to tell me to go on national TV and say that 31 other quarterbacks could have started for Houston and they would have beat the Patriots is an absolute joke. And it's not even remotely close. Like JJ McCarthy, Geno Smith,
Justin Fields.
Well, Geno Smith has
Justin Fields. That's not the number. I think what happened was, and I truly do believe this, I think the Patriots had an easy schedule. There's no question about that. They still had to play who's on their schedule. Like, they don't get to wind up and go, I want this. They sucked ass. Sucking ass got you a good enough schedule. And they still had to play. And they were whooping the Bills' ass up until the point of the comeback. But, like, they already beat the Bills this season. I think what they're missing is the defense of the Patriots is good defense. Like, they are a good defense. You can say whatever you want about them, but CJ Stroud, they still turned CJ Stroud over multiple times. They got to him multiple times. Maybe trading from your offensive line was the dumbest decision Houston could have made last season. Like, I don't know. Maybe don't get people to protect CJ Stroud because he was under fire. They also Houston had no weapons. They hardly had any weapons near the end. They lost Nico Collins. If you don't factor that in, take everybody's number one receiver off their team and see how they do. It's not going to be that great of a situation. So, and then Drake May played well enough to let it happen. He fumbled 4 times, but against that defense, I don't know what the fuck else you expect from that defense is terrifying. I'd put them on a 10-game win streak. I couldn't carry them any farther. I tried, but the hungry dogs ran out of gas. They've been running for a really long time. Patriots win. I do love the snow. I think it's really ridiculous that the Patriots are back 1 win away from the Super Bowl after 5 years of just
stupid
Cam Newton, Mac Jones, and then all of a sudden Mayo, and then all of a sudden Vrabel. It makes everybody question why the fuck the Titans fired Vrabel. Like, why anybody would just because Vrabel's a really good head coach, and a complete difference than Bill Belichick, which is great. Yeah, everybody's take on this, Mark.
I guess you got to start with me.
I don't have to. I can go somewhere. You want me to go somewhere else?
Yeah, you just go. Why not? This game is horseshit. This game is absolute horseshit. I sat there last week watching the Steelers get destroyed by the Texans, and I said to myself, CJ Stroud is playing one of the worst games I've ever seen a quarterback play in a playoff game, and they still won by multiple touchdowns. So I'm thinking, well, Drake May didn't play that great against the Chargers. It is a good defense, but he didn't play especially great against the Chargers. He's not going to go up against a tougher defense. And if CJ Stroud just plays a little bit better, they should easily win this game. And instead, CJ Stroud took that as a challenge. He thought, you know what? 3 interceptions in a whole game? No. What if I threw 4 interceptions in a half of football, and I'll see if we can win the game? And look what fucking happened. Like, it just, I mean, even though we're cursing Dan Orlovsky's name here, he made a point in one of these sports shows, and he's absolutely right. Bad quarterback play would have won the game for the Texans. Just like CJ Stroud just didn't have to be absolutely horrible. Instead, he played the worst possible game he could. They had true, they had no weapons, but also I thought they maybe could have gotten it done with like Dalton Schultz and like a couple of the rookie wide receivers. But then they lost Dalton Schultz like pretty early in the game. I was like, this like that's nothing. I mean,
and then Stroud broke the other tight end's leg.
Yeah, Stroud threw a pass so bad he tore his ACL. That was wild. You ever seen a quarterback tear his own receiver and tight end's ACL? That's nuts.
I mean, but yeah, I just
shouldn't eat that popcorn. Just yeah.
Well, it could have been sitting there.
He is literally Nick Turturro from The Longest Yard playing quarterback out there. Yeah, why can't I be quarterback? I can be quarterback. Yeah, that's why. Sit down and shut up. Like, that's literally shouldn't eat that popcorn.
It just annoys me because like the Texans honestly now should have easily made Super Bowl now because like Jarrett Stidham would be fucking dead if he had to play against the fucking Texans defense. Like, yeah, it's such a blown opportunity for the Texans, and like and honestly, perfectly honest, I would have made this point last week if I was there. Like, after watching the Texans play against the Steelers, I kind of felt like there's only 2 teams that were left in the playoff race that had offenses that can maybe score more than 17 points against the Texans, and both of those teams are in the NFC. I last week thought the Texans were going to cruise to the Super Bowl because of that defense, and CJ Stroud does what he does, and honestly, he does what he does, and has now created a real conversation of whether or not he should still be the starting quarterback, or they should maybe think about starting Davis Mills next year. Like, he has somehow done that.
Call in the neck. Nazario.
I don't know. I feel like the last 3 seasons are like copy and paste with the Texans. They look great in the closing weeks. They win the wild card weekend. They get fucked on the divisional round. I think it's exactly the same team for 3 years in a row. And definitely CJ Stroud is regressing. Like, he's playing worst with time. I don't think he has ever looked as good as he did in that rookie season when everybody was saying, like, oh, he should have been the first pick. He wasn't. He's the better one and whatever. And, yeah, he didn't have the weapons, but, like, still, like, don't be fucking dysfunctional. Like, I don't know. It's like he had a challenge to see how many fucking turnovers he could commit. It just, I never had the feeling that they were going to the Super Bowl. Like, I knew they were going to get fucked at some point, but not by their own quarterback. I really think, like, like, they should put that on the table. And to be honest, it's like a similar case to Justin Herbert. Like, if this is what you do when the things is the time to win games, this is the best you can do. At some point, maybe you're not the guy.
Robert.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but Jack, 2 games versus the Rams, Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, 6 picks. So that's
yeah, 1-1 record.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I don't know what to tell you. No matter how bad Sam Darnold plays, we're still in the game because our defense and special teams are that good.
Can you tell me what Puka Nakua's stats were in the last game that they played?
The one
ridiculous, like 250. Like
I think
for
he was
some
the only
shit?
receiver
Like
too on the team. Pretty
yeah,
sure.
he's
I don't think anybody in this room can count that high. Okay. So.
No, I gave up on math a long time ago.
Yeah,
Uh,
long
um,
time ago, buddy.
yeah.
Scoreboard.
Mark, the Steelers were in that game for 3/4. All right, calm down. Like the floodgates open at the end.
They
all
were
right?
they were not in the game.
They were in the
not.
game, Mark. They were in the
They
game,
were-
Mark. It's 7-6.
They were in the
Mark. I
game.
don't
They were in
know
the
what to tell
game.
you, Mark.
The
If we're doing
scoreboard told you they were in that game. They were not in that game.
All right, Mark. Yeah, fine. Davis Mills. His nickname's General Mills, so he should be the cap. He should be commanding the offense. It's right in the name. This is another one. Like if the what was the turnover ratio? Like 6-1. It was like 3-1. Texans win by like double digits or something. Cody, I know what you said about the defenses, but like we'll take out like the Chargers scored 3 points against the Patriots. The Patriots didn't need to do anything on offense at all against the Chargers.
Right.
They didn't. Yeah. The defense is good because they had $100 million of cap space, which they threw all into their defense and none into their offense. And Frank, right move. That was the right move. They were smart in constructing this team the way they did and sucking when they did. They made the deal with the devil.
There it is.
There is no football gods, because if there were football gods, they gave them Tom Brady and they wouldn't let them be good for 20 years, but they let them be good after 5 years.
Bro, that's
So there's
crazy.
no football gods. I think that's clear. They're football demons, and they made crossroad deals with the football demons, and that's fine. Good for them. I hope their soul gets sucked through their asshole. Right? I hope it happens. Fuck Robert Kraft. Him and Goodell are butt buddies, so Goodell's probably super happy about the Patriots being good again. Good for him.
I think the NFL injury demon lives in San Francisco. Just
No, it's the electrical pulses in the substations or whatever.
Actually, ask Lynch and Shanahan about the fucking electrical thing today.
What did they say? I'm curious.
Lynch was like,
They're
I
looking
don't
into
know.
it.
We'll look into it, but so far it just looks like some guy who trespassed under a fence with a device that has a number on it that I don't understand. So seems pretty dumb to me, but we'll look into it.
Does he get to void the Ayuk contract? Because in my mind, I think he's actually okay with the substation because it gets Ayuk the fuck out of town. Does he get to-
I think the Ayuk contract it's gonna get voided as soon as he doesn't step in the stadium in the first day of the next season.
Okay, good. I'm glad the Steelers didn't trade for him. The big roundabout way to say fuck the Patriots. Football doesn't make sense. There's no.
You can be mad all you want. At the end of the day, the Patriots do have a good defense. Jack, did I talk to you or do I care to talk to you? Did I talk to Scully? Scully I didn't talk to yet. That's what I care about most. Fuck you, Jack. Your team
Yeah,
is
I know.
close.
I get it.
So I'll reference again the scene in The Waterboy when Bobby intercepts the pass and the team's like, "Yay!" and then he throws back to them and they're like, "Ah!" That's all this game was. It's just that
Joe Montana.
the Texans did it more times. CJ, the 12 Wonderlic score is starting to make a little bit more sense to me with CJ Stroud, how he had like the worst score in history, because not
But
only
he's
did
not good at tests. That's what he told people in that interview.
yeah, and well, clearly he's not good at throwing the ball to his receivers either. It's ugly. It's ugly, and I think Mark brings a valid point, is that he has himself started the conversation of, does he deserve to be in Houston? Maybe not next year, but the year after, because they're probably going to pick up the 5th-year option on him.
Jets
They're
should
not
call
going to extend him this summer. There's no way in hell they're going to extend him. They're not even going to extend Bryce Young in Carolina, and he actually had a pretty good end to the season in Carolina and had a pretty good playoff game. CJ Stroud had 2 stinkers and was carried by his defense in one and literally gave the game away in the other. So it sucks because the Texans defense was incredible. Made Drake May look pedestrian for 3.5 quarters, and then he made that one incredible past to Booty, who had an incredible catch, and that was it. But this Texans team is at a crossroads because they have the defense. You've got Collins, but you have no running game, and you have a quarterback who has not developed one iota since his rookie season. I was listening to the radio on the way to work today, and somebody made a great point. I can't remember who it was, but CJ Stroud has been chasing his rookie year stats these last 2 years. Same completion percentage, but the touchdowns have gone down and the interceptions have gone up. He keeps chasing the big play, and when he doesn't see it, he gets skittish, and he doesn't run. He just stands there. And that is the biggest indicator of quarterbacks who do not become stars in the NFL.
Can I tell you what I think the problem was? His best buddy, Tank Dell, broke his leg. He was never the same.
I honestly think the worst thing that happened was that they fired Bobby Slowick, because Bobby Slowick was the only person in that room who told CJ Stroud the truth. And after he told him the truth about what he had to do, like, there was a time where Slowick was like, hey, we're going to run this. We're going to run these concepts. And Stroud was like, no. We did this at Ohio State. This worked for us at Ohio State. It'll work great for us. And Slowick's like, this isn't fucking Ohio State. This is the NFL. And then Slowick was fired a few weeks later. So it's pretty telling that this coaching staff does not want to tell CJ Stroud the truth about who he is. They're content with riding this defense until it breaks apart.
I mean, I do want to bring this up just real quick before I guess we go. I'm sorry. You mentioned that they'll probably for sure give him a 5th-year option. Should they think of? I mean, realistically, how much longer are they going to be able to keep this defense together? And if it's only for 2 years, do you really want CJ Stroud throwing the ball? If they can only keep it around
from an organizational standpoint, you pick up the option because A, you think you can develop him, and B, if you don't, he's probably going to sit out. His agent will tell him, hey, if they're not going to pay you, why are you playing for them? Just sit out and request a trade. Versus if they pick up the option, he's got a year and some change left on his deal, so he'll play the next season, and then with the option picked up, if they want to trade him, they can trade him for draft capital the following spring. So that organizationally makes more sense, because if they decline it, he's not gonna play until he's on a new team.
So you're thinking like burning next year?
Well,
or
so it's
you
like
you can pick up the option and get a veteran quarterback and just fucking make him sit for a bit. Think about the shit he's doing.
You don't do that until the following year when he's on his last year.
I don't think we're talking about how bad his offensive line was horrible. Like, they traded away his offensive protection, CJ Stroud. So, to say that he's an absolute horrible quarterback, I just won't buy that at all.
Well,
most quarterbacks are going to be bad if you don't have a protection.
But if you haven't developed since your rookie year, and there's clear
indicators, that's on coaching staff.
Well, and then there's clear indicators the coaching staff is content with who he is right now. Why change?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, listen.
I'm not going to put that on CJ Stroud, though. I'm going to put that on the people around him. You don't bring in a prospect or a quarterback or a young person and be like, yeah, you were good in college. I'm going to just keep you going this way. Stay where you're at. Like, if he's not making movements, you got to let the people go around him until you get somebody that moves him. The problem is DeMeco Ryans is a solid defensive coach. Clear as day, that's what he is. They just don't have him brought in an offensive weapon around him. And then when they also had offensive tackles and they traded the shit away. On top of it, that, you're not expecting him to not be on his ass most of the time. So, he had time in college to throw. He had time in his early years to throw. Now all of a sudden you're taking that away, and now he's got to go quicker. It's just it's not going to work that way. There's just no way.
I mean, I guess so, but the decision making still be there. He doesn't need to be throwing the ball up in the air as he's being face planted, giving the defense.
Right, but again, that's why I'm thinking there's no offensive stuff. There's another situation that we'll talk about very next game. There's a quarterback that clearly they want to try to make a pocket passer that's not a pocket passer. And they don't design the offense around him until they're going to make it they don't use it. Okay, we'll go to it. Los Angeles Rams, Chicago Bears. Yeah, listen, the season's over now. I don't have to hold back anymore. This team has just got a fucking horseshoe straight up their ass, and they're the luckiest goddamn team that's ever happened. There's black magic around it. There makes no goddamn sense. He is a horrible passer. He makes terrible decisions. He threw the turnover over 3 fucking times. He threw a 14-yard pass 45 yards, and luckily Durant made the worst play that I've ever seen a DB make in the history of the world, where Komet's just standing there. It happened all day. They don't know how to play a full game of football until the fourth quarter starts. They're up their ass. Ben Johnson, this genius offensive mind, doesn't know how to just take points and kick field goals. They would have won that game easily, but instead he's got to show how big of his balls are and how great of a mind he is. Oh, let's do another 4-and-1 pitch handoff to a running back to just get completely stuffed in the backfield. And the fact is that the Chicago Bears, for the first time all season long, have a team defensively shut down. They've been injured all year. They've been struggling all year. They've been letting teams blow their fucking backs out every week after week. They hold the offensive juggernaut of the Rams to 17 points in the cold. And what do? They blow it. They fucking blow it. DJ Moore gives up on the play as he's running the interception. Why do they even run the ball? Why are they even throwing the ball in that situation is also stupid. They were getting chunk plays for a little bit on the run, except when they all knew that the run was coming because they were going to pitch it off to the end. I even texted the group chat, and Scully's like, oh, no, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it's wait 3 minutes and 40 seconds, because all of a sudden something clicks in Caleb Williams' head, and he's like, I can throw these passes now. They don't even design the offense. They try to make him a pocket passing quarterback. He's never been a pocket passer. He's never once been a pocket passer. Not in his college days, not where he was last year. Design the offense where he can move. How many rushing yards did he have in the game? I don't even know, but not enough. Goddamn. Huh?
I said no, he didn't have enough.
That's the problem. You have a quarterback that is dual threat, and when he made those incredible passes, I think it was the pass that he threw the first touchdown, right, or got him close to it. He was scrambling and tossed it to it, and it was he used his legs to set up the situational to make the pass, because that's how he does. When he gets those great, amazing plays, what is he doing? Have you ever seen him once do it when he's standing back in a 3 or 5 set drop?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, God.
Yes.
Against a good defense? Good defense. No, fuck no, you haven't.
Jesus Christ.
No, because even the Packers play where he's rolling to the side, he's rolling and chucking it down. He's using his legs. They don't use his legs. Ben Johnson is not that great of an offensive mind if he can't figure out how to handle it as quarterback.
Oh,
they're black magic. They make no goddamn sense. They got lucky, and welcome to Regression City. Welcome to Regression City. Because the team that got this fucking lucky this many times, if this was the Chiefs, if this was the Bills, if this was all the other teams we talk about, how lucky can you get 2 years in a row? That's impossible. No, but Scully's going to get here, grab the mic, and tell me, guess what? That's step one. That's growth. We're going to be able to beat teams by 14 points. No, you fucking won't, because you can't turn that into it overnight, because your quarterback is a prima donna and can only show up when the last 5 minutes of the game is on. God damn, it was so goddamn. I knew as soon as he ran backwards on 4th and 4 and threw that ball up, I knew I didn't even need to watch it. I knew some fucking hillbilly redneck tight end is standing right there to catch the goddamn ball.
Why are you being mean to Cole Kmet like that? What
No, fuck. They liked him so much they drafted Colston Loveland.
Cole
Like,
Kmet's
god damn it.
Chicago and went to
And then they
Minnesota.
throw the ball to DJ Moore that is literally tapped out. What is he? Only got 30 minutes. Like, he's only can be on the field for so many times till he doesn't give a damn anymore. Why they don't just run it? Just get into field goal range. Next score wins. Why do we need a touchdown? You don't. Hey, we got 4th and 1. We're on 4th and 1. We're right here. 3 points in the playoffs might work out really well. Nah, fuck it. Hey, Montgomery, run it in. See him, buddy. Oh, wait. There's 7 blue jerseys around him, and they are literally face fucking him right now on national TV. Why is this happening? I don't know. You know what? We'll do it again. We'll do it again 2 quarters later and see if they forgot about the play. Nope. God damn it. Nazario, thoughts on the game? I know you're gonna suck him off. I get it. I got you. You gotta die on the sword.
No,
You're a
Banners
Banners
man.
man.
I'm actually very disappointed in you.
You shouldn't be. I want you to have. I want you to be good, and you're not.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Nazario,
You're muted.
you're
Nazario.
muted.
I'm honestly just surprised at how similar the bench of the Niners is to the Bears. Like, they had that game that was great because nobody played defense, everybody was scoring. But I think if the stages were flipped, similar things would have happened. I think at some point the Rams would have won if they were playing the Niners, and I think the Seahawks would have beat the Bears if they were in the other side. So at least for this season, man, I am kind of simpatico with the situation because I knew you were gonna lose, and you made it interesting. At least he chucked it, and it worked. But yeah, man, like, I mean, you overstepped, like, you overdid what they were supposed to be. It was Ben Johnson's first year. He definitely needs to know how to fucking kill a field goal. That was just poor decision making. But honestly, I think the future looks good for the Bears. I think Caleb Williams, it's a good choice of a quarterback. He just needs to adapt the gameplay, the playbook more to his style, and I think it's gonna be a good couple of next years, few years, because I don't know what the fuck the Packers are doing in that division now. Like,
I love Big Cat was like, you can't guarantee the field goals in the playoffs. You can't guarantee fucking if you don't get the first down. Like, that was the dumbest. Now he gets to root for his Patriots, though. That's really cool.
With our experience, he's not wrong.
From that distance, if you can't kick a field goal, Ben Johnson should go to kick that field goal. Mark.
Yeah, this was a weird game. Like, I mean, I was sort of expecting, like, I felt like the Rams probably could have won this game. Like, if they just kind of played their game. And honestly, they just kind of felt off for most of it. And I really thought honestly, seeing Caleb Williams make that overtime drive, I was certain they were winning. I was like, they're gonna win. They're gonna win this fucking game. He did some crazy bullshit play at the end to put him back into this, even though they shouldn't be in it. And then he throws just that wild ass pick. And I couldn't believe it. It was I can't remember the last time I just visually saw a team's luck run out. Like it like that was the moment. yeah.
Have you seen the animated movie Hercules? Where they like take the hair and then cut it. It was literally that moment. They're like, "Oh, the man, you're no longer a fucking god. Fuck off." Interception.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, I am a little bit now in question of what I'm going to expect from the Rams next week, because this is now kind of the second game in which I thought they would perform better than they did, and they kind of didn't stand up to the challenge, and now they're going to play the Seahawks. Like, I would have last week I would have thought, oh, the fire is going to be there because they kind of lost that game in sort of bullshit fashion. I don't know anymore. I'm not 100% sure if the Rams are gonna bring it next week. I'll leave it at that.
Robert.
I watched a video today where it was going through the Rams win probability in that game. Did you see that? Where like in that play on that really stupid play, when Caleb's running backwards, the Rams probability is like it's going up like 90, like almost 99%. And then when he chucks the ball, you see Kmet open, he catches it. It goes down to 50. Like in 20 yards of traveled pass, you see 49% of probability go out the fucking window. I hate this team. I don't mind the Bears. I have nothing against the Bears. I just hate the way they go about their business. I fucking hate it. It makes me angry.
Fan.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I love if they just were a competent football team. They're just fucking not.
It would be nice.
If you guys knew that there were actually 4 quarters in a football game instead of just one.
Yeah.
And the reason why they struggled in overtime because it was another quarter, and they were like, nope.
Fifth quarter.
We only can perform in the fourth. Or if it's a bad team, then we can blow them out. But other than that, no. Jack, real quick on this game, and then I'll pass it to the mass on the panel.
Yeah, this game was insane. Well, the fourth quarter was insane. And that specific play that we all keep talking about, where Williams is running backwards. Everyone that I was watching with was screaming when that play happened, and it was kind of incredible to watch. And I was rooting for the Bears so hard because at the time I didn't want to see the Rams in the fucking championship. I still don't want to see them. It's still divisional. It's still a divisional game, but and it can go any way. But still, oh my goodness, I was crushed when the Bears lost. I was really hoping to see the Bears in the championship.
Yeah, I bet you were. I bet you were hoping you wanted the Bears so bad next week.
I was. Mostly because I was looking forward to shit talking Scully for a week.
Frank Fleming just decides that it's too much for the Mets to give up a prospect. The Mets can't win with Frank. They get a frontline starter. Too much.
The Mets play team that's going to lose 100 games. They're going to be bottom of the International League.
You want to rebut anything I said, or you want to talk about the game?
I'm surprised, Cody. I'm a little disappointed in you because I feel like you, by now, you should have seen the vision. You should have seen the vision, and I'm a little sad that you don't. So look, I lay on my bed for the mandatory 30 minutes after the game ended, wanting to, just choke on my own oxygen and die. And then I got over it because, look, at the end of the day, the Bears didn't lose because of a lack of talent like we normally do, or a lack of having the right people in the right positions. We lost because we did it to ourselves. Receivers didn't make plays. Play calling was probably the worst it's been in a few weeks. I do think the offseason Ben Johnson needs to work on his third and fourth down play calls. I don't like 31 runs. I don't. It's blatantly obvious what we're about to run. I think fourth down play calls are fine. I really wish we would run more bootlegs, more play action. Caleb needs to use his legs a lot more than he does right now, because that is a part of his game that will take him to the next level easily. I mean, he's better at running the ball than Justin Fields was, because Fields would just try to run through a motherfucker's face, think he's Lamar Jackson. Caleb's actually running intelligently, getting to the sideline or sliding to the ground. I will get to that actually, because I've seen that play before. Colston Loveland runs that play, and Colston Loveland runs that route complete 10 times out of 10. It was a mirror image of the overtime play against Green Bay. Midfield, go for the kill shot, single coverage. DJ Moore doesn't flatten the route. Safety comes and picks it off. If he flattens the route, he has the angle and he scores, and that's the game.
Flatten.
So it's frustrating knowing that we were that close, but at the end of the day, I have to watch my team win 12 games this year. When was the last time I was able to do that? And all these talks of regression and all this stuff, it's ridiculous. Because when Cole said last week that his team went 11-0 in 1-score games and then was trashed the year after because they didn't have the same record. The Bears were what, 8-5 in 1-score games? That's a perfectly normal record if you're a good football team in 1-score games. That's not a record that you typically see aggressive regression from.
But if you go 5-8 in those games, what is the record?
Then we're still, guess what? We're still in a position to make the playoffs because we'll be winning by higher margins next year, like you said. So you call that part. I think the regression bit, I think, has already happened over the last few weeks because defense hasn't had as many turnovers. The offenses looked a little bit more haphazard on third and fourth down. So you're starting to see defenses start to figure out a little bit of what Ben Johnson is drawing up. But Caleb Williams' throwing and running ability is still the same. It's better. He's on the same trajectory, and I'll say it till I'm hoarse. He and Drake May are on the same path. Those two are going to be fighting for MVPs.
Drake May?
Yes.
No, sir.
They're going to be fighting for MVPs for the next 10 years. Those two are going to be the faces of the league in the NFL. Caleb Williams has been the reason the Bears have been in these games. He has bailed out Ben Johnson multiple times this season.
Oh gosh. Not on TV, not on the live stream. Get off your knees. This is disgusting. You're blowing this. Oh
So,
God.
my point is,
Oh,
I'm over
we
it.
saw the point.
I'm not going to cry about it. We're going to be better next year, and we're going to be in the same position next year. So bear down. Let's fucking go.
Scully.
I don't know about the face, but Caleb Williams can certainly be the nails of the league. He's got that down for sure.
You're right. He is nails every single game.
Scully, if
If
the Patriots win the title, are they still on the same trajectory?
No.
If May keeps playing the same way he's playing, bailed out by his defense, absolutely.
May bailed out, sir. Look at his stat line. You can't say he's bailed out by his defense. He played a hell of
I'm
a
also
season.
saying that because I don't see a way in which Drake May shreds that Seahawks defense.
I also say that you had a great offensive. I would argue that your team has better offensive weapons than what Drake May has to work with right now.
That's
I agree.
that's 150% true.
Yeah.
So if Drake May got you got Diggs, but he's going to jail.
And the best part is,
allegedly.
if we don't trade DJ Moore, every single person on that offense is back next season. So there's no regression on that end.
Oh, there's a lot of regression. Unless you change the offense to fit his style. Okay, we're going to get into the games this week.
Again, I'm disappointed because you don't see the vision. Oh, well.
I also don't. We are
The
we
vision
are
is a
fans.
stable in WWE, so shut up.
It's a perfectly
We are
crowded.
the same. We support the same team in baseball. You believe they're going to fix Jordan Hicks. I don't see that.
Cody, you not believing in
You
Caleb
also
Williams,
think David Hamilton's a terrorist, so I just want that on the record.
you not believing in Caleb Williams would be the same as if you thought Roman Anthony's swing needed to be fixed. I just want to point that out.
Don't you ever fucking bring up his name and Caleb Williams in the same sentence again. Do not talk about the prince that was promised.
Well,
Do
I would
not
die-
bring him up.
I would die for both. So
That's disgusting. I want you to paint your nails next year, then. Okay. All right. This week I did something. Where the fuck did I move it? Okay, perfect. Let me fucking redo this. All right. So I told everybody, I said there is 5 and a 4 overall for this week's bets. Right now, the week, it's kind of crazy. Me and Mark are now separated by 4 points. And Nazario and Coho are separated by 4 points. And everybody's really close to each other besides the top like half already. Because it's going to take a little bit to lose, but there's 12 points. So the first game we're going to break down. We're going to break down before we've. So we're just going to go through quickly thoughts, give it like a 30-second blurb what you think. You don't have to tell me who you're picking, like Mark. If you don't want to tip your pick on this game, you don't have to. Mine are already locked in, so I'm already done. But Patriots at Broncos. Listen, this is the one I said there's 11 points on the line. There's technically only 5 points on the line, unless you want to take the leap and pick the Broncos, which you can. But I think rookie quarterback, I don't love the odds, or backup quarterback, I don't love the odds. Yeah, I think the Patriots win this game. That's just my viewpoint on it. I think with a broken ankle, they're going to try. They're going to do their best. They showed the defense didn't look great last week against it. I think Patriots played a harder defense last week, and they were able to come out with a win. I think they're going to be able to turn over the quarterback enough and get enough points out of that. And then I don't think it's going to be a great game. I think the Patriots will be back in the Super Bowl, which unfortunately, because once Bo won, I was like, this is going to be a great matchup. I'm excited to see this. You can tell me you're confident in him. Those play calls are way too fucking long. That Sean Payton likes to say out. I think there's going to be penalties that he's going to cause. I think there's going to be delay of games, false starts. He's going to probably get hit a couple times. He's probably going to fumble. So all those things add up to it. I still think it'll be a horrible game. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's going to be a horrible game. I think this has got the right like a 14-7, maybe lower. I don't even know, 14-3. Like I think it's going to be gross. Mark,
said
you're
11.
oh no, you
No, okay. Yeah, man, you said 11, but like, yeah, there's no point. There's really only one of these picks matters. I don't. Like there's only one person in this panel that should consider maybe going the opposite way of picking this game. Like I mean, because last week, because I did listen to the show last week and hear you guys talk about there was maybe some bit about the Bills are going to go up against that Broncos defense. They got to worry about that Broncos defense. Like James Cook ran all over them. Josh Allen had no problem throwing the ball against them. At least for the most part. So there's no reason for why Drake May shouldn't be able to. Even if not, both of their running backs are still healthy. They can still run the ball easily on them. I think even with Bo Nix in this game, the Patriots should still easily win. There's nothing that the Patriots has shown me to why they can't easily win this game. So yeah, it's the Bo Nix injury just makes it easier on us.
Robert.
I can't think of historical context, but I imagine this championship game with regards to like the disequilibrium of the game expectancy of like what it's going to be like. The quality is like 2007 when people just assumed the Patriots were going to roll over the Chargers. They didn't. We assumed it. And then the other game we got, a banger Giants 49ers game, I think is what that was, if I remember correctly, or Packers in the crazy cold with Tom Coughlin and his red face. Yeah, it was Packers. 11 was the Niners. This game is going to be gross, and I don't want to watch any part of it. I imagine that Henderson and Ramondre are just going to run all over Broncos. Like Sean Payton's trying to convince you Jared Stidham. He's the highest paid backup, and he's been in the system. He hasn't thrown a pass in 2 fucking years. Okay, it's not the same as Nick Foles. It can't be the same. Nick Foles was throwing passes, and he got used to it leading up to the fucking championship game. So it's not the same, and it won't be the same because it'll be gross. They'll grind Jared Stidham into dust. Hooray for us! Hooray football!
Patriots gonna win the Super Bowl. Scully.
Yeah, I think the only way the Broncos win this game is if they win the turnover battle by a significant margin. The only way that happens is if we see them actively able to strip the ball away from May on multiple scenarios, giving Stidham a short field to work. Because while I think Bo Nix is good, I think that offense can be run competently by a lot of quarterbacks. I don't think there's a lot of complex bits and pieces to what Sean Payton runs that Jared Stidham will have a hard time doing. They're going to keep his throws short. They're going to target the sidelines. They're going to try to wear the Patriots out on defense. If they can run the ball with RJ Harvey downfield multiple times, then I think that they would have a chance. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll take the Patriots. It sucks that this is as anticlimactic of a game as we're going to get. But if you're the Patriots, you really need to get out to a lead early and just start coasting, because you don't want to give the Broncos any hope whatsoever in what will be a very emotional game for everyone.
I think it's also interesting that James Cook tore that team up, and now they have a 2-headed monster that they can just literally enforce their will and trade them back and forth and just watch. Because my thing is, the best thing the Patriots could do is keep the defense on the field and just do those 14-play long-ass drives. Oh, field goal, 14-ass play. And then the defense will be dead in the second half, and they're going to have to – and if they're down, they're going to have to trust him to air it out, and I just don't love the air out on the other side. Jack, real quick.
Drake May. Super Bowl 49 rematch. Let's go.
Drake May. What?
Never mind. Super Bowl 49 rematch. Patriots win. This game. Not
where you don't hand off the ball. I like that idea. Malcolm Butler.
You guys already lost your ball way back.
Why did you say that name?
It's like when I hear Aaron Boone's name. Nazario.
Did the Broncos call Philip Rivers? No, they didn't. They will not win this game.
I don't think you can call it Philip Rivers, but
I mean, why not? He's a free agent.
Should have called Brady. That would have been hilarious.
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh my God, no.
All right, final game of the night. The game that, thank God, it's the night game. Thank God it's the last game. I think it's going to be an absolute banger. This last time they played in Seattle, it was a classic comeback from the Seahawks. They ended up battling their way back and ended up winning. I remember Sean McVay wanting to rip fucking people's heads off after this game because he's like, the fucking rule, blah, blah, fuck it off, like, this stupid. They're 1-1. It's been close games every time they've played. I think this game, which each defense is good, I think this will be high scoring. I think they'll be comfortable where they're playing in Seattle. I do not think they'll be bothered by it. The big question mark I have on this game is Devontae Adams. I think somebody said in the chat he is injured and they're just not telling us he's injured. He still doesn't look 100%. His catch was a catch. It's completely different than the catch that thing was. Like, I can't stand, like, everybody's like, oh, fourth. And I'm like, nope, same catch. He had possession of the ball. He went to the ground. Like,
and it really wasn't close either.
It wasn't close at all. He forcefully went down to a knee. The other one was a dive and like roll. It was whatever. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't think either team is going to blow each other out. I think they're going to be completely back and forth. Nazario.
The Rams are gonna destroy the Seahawks,
Oh boy.
and I'm gonna
I
enjoy
say it's
it.
going to be close and then destroy.
I'm gonna enjoy
So
the
you
shit.
would rather the Rams go to the Super Bowl than the Seahawks?
Yes, and then I will root for the Patriots. But if you put me on a balance, I mean,
I agree with
Seattle-
you. No, I was a Dodgers fan for 7 games. I get it.
yeah, like there's always that one team in your division that you kind of hate more than any other team in your division.
I
in
just hate all
baseball,
my
for me,
division.
in baseball is the Phillies for me. Like fuck the Phillies. Like in the NFL, it's the motherfucker Seattle Seahawks. I don't know what it is, but when we suck, they fucking suck, and it's not even fun watching those games. But when we get like something cooking, like hey, we signed Jim Harbaugh, we're winning games out of nowhere. Hey, we might make the Super Bowl. The Legion of Boom comes out of fucking nowhere. And now that we're doing the same fucking thing, oh, here comes this motherfucking team that thinks they're the fucking last Coke of the desert. Fuck them. Fuck the Seahawks, man. Fuck them in the ass. I wish the Rams beat them by like 60 points. And then they get beat by the Patriots. But that's another argument. Like, my wife likes Stafford. I don't give a shit. So, yeah. Fuck the Seahawks, man.
Every time
What?
she's
I'm gonna
you
mess
buy a
you
toy,
alive.
she starts looking at
When this
matches.
happens, I'm just gonna mess this motherfucker right here nonstop.
I like it. Mark.
I can actually get what Nazario is saying about those divisional opponents. I mean, I feel like in the other sports I have, in football, at least college football, for me, it's the obvious team. But like at least in basketball, even though divisional rivalry is really not a thing, I always hope the Spurs destroy the fucking Mavericks whenever they play them. I cannot stand the fucking Mavericks. They are the dumbest fucking team. Like I wish Mark Cuban was still the owner, and I'd see his sad sack face like on the sideline every time. Annoyed that doesn't happen anymore. But I mean, I don't even know. Like honestly, like I don't even know if this is going to be a high scoring game. I think, in all honesty, if we're looking at what game that we're most likely to see, what the hell? What game we're most likely to see? It's probably like a redone version of like the first game, where it's kind of more of a like drag out fight, kind of both. What is going on here?
He's trying to add the second jack back into the screen. He's a fucking idiot.
Like,
Face is hilarious, and it's just not that.
but yeah, like it's probably more that first one where it's kind of a knockdown, drag out. Sam Darnold's probably not playing his best, but they're still kind of in it. Which honestly, I think is the thing that scares me the most. So that I think we keep thinking that bad Sam Darnold game is coming, and it's going to drown the Seahawks. Like, listen, I think we're at the point where, like, even if that bad Sam Darnold game happens, is that even going to matter? Like, is it even going to keep the Seahawks from winning? It may not. Like, so, and I've also yet to see like the Rams, I think, play their best football, which is also kind of scary because this could be the game where they put it all together. Like, I mean, I don't know. This is the 100% type of game I'd wish we get though, because not only is it a divisional rivalry, but it's a divisional rivalry that's built up bad blood over the course of the season, and like there's nothing that's going to be better. I cannot wait for this game.
I did see the 1 second game with the Rams and the Niners when they beat us like 44-24, something like that. Everything just clicked on that game. They were doing the 2 tight end thing. It was fucking scary. So yeah, the Rams, when they're on the top of their game, they're pretty fucking amazing.
Scully.
Yeah, one of my favorite games ever was the Charlie Whitehurst game between the Seahawks and the Rams for the West back like in I think 2011 or something. And it was just the most disgusting knuckle down drag out fight you've ever seen between these two teams. this is maybe the most underrated rivalry in football because like we know Niners Seahawks is like the marquee rivalry, but Seahawks Rams, man, the 2000s and especially in the late 2010s when Gurley and Goff got to LA, those were some fierce fucking matchups whenever the Rams would come to Seattle and vice versa. I agree with Mark. I think this is going to be a very tight, low-scoring game. I think defense is going to dominate. I think knowing that, look, if my sad sack pass rush can get to Darnold 5 times and put him on the ground, I am terrified of what the Seahawks pass rush is going to do to Stafford in that game.
Yeah.
So I think given all of that, I don't, even if Darnold has a stinker, and I think even if he does, he's not going to throw the ball that much because they're going to give the ball to Kenneth Walker. And I think even with Charbonnet out, there's still going to be a good change of pace between what he does and what other things Clint Kubiak can have this offense do. I think we'll see a lot of Rashid Shaheed. I think we'll see a little bit of Velus Jones. Oh, God. That fucker.
It's probably Caleb Williams coming back up.
No,
going pretty hard.
Yeah. Velus Jones is a piece of shit. We'll see a little bit of him. So I'm going to give the advantage to the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win.
I just think I think both teams know each other too well for it to be a low score. I just don't believe it. I think they're going to let things through. I think they're save things for different plays. I just don't buy that it's going to be a low score.
Or because they know each other so well, they're not going to throw the ball deep all that much because they know how.
I know, but I think there's going to be enough play. We'll see. I may be wrong. I would take the over though. I think it's a common misconception watching both games last week and be like, the defense of the Seahawks is so good. It's a classic NFL matchup. The defense is so good. Oh, the Rams' offenses look bad the last 2 times. What the fuck? We'll be looking at the end of the game. It'll be 28-24 and be like, what the fuck? How do we get here? And it will just be one of those situations.
That's normal scoring.
That's high scoring.
Unless it's in the 30s, it's not high scoring.
You're an idiot. The over-under is 44. That would be 60. So that's not average. That's what they're aiming for.
22 and it beats the over. Is that a high scoring game?
Yes. If you get over 20, if both teams go over 20, it's high scoring.
I mean, it's maybe high scoring in the 90s, but
oh my God, you guys are winning 45-45s. It's not going to happen. That's not high scoring. That's nuclear. That's crazy. That's no defense. That's fucking no defense. That's you and the 49ers. Robert.
I was thinking as we were talking that what happened with the Seahawks is like in the Cell saga of Dragon Ball Z. See, here's what happened. I blame the Rams and I blame the referees. What happened was they're like Vegeta, right? They could have fucking ended.
You just cuss at me? What did you say?
What did you say?
You said something. I think you said vagina. I'm not sure.
No, I said Vegeta.
Got it.
10,000 chicken vaginas.
Nice.
So Vegeta could have ended it. He was like, "Fuck that! I want Cell at his perfect form," and he lets him absorb an android, and then Cell wrecks shit. And that's what happened. Like the Rams could have cut this gangrenous fucking limb off. They could have buried them at the time. Them and the refs let them get to their perfect form, and then they've gone on this fucking run. The question is, in this game, will the Rams boost up to be fucking Gohan Super Saiyan level 2 and destroy them once and for all, or will they not do it? I have no clue.
If you ever cuss at me again, I will lick you.
Sorry.
I kind of hate
what
that.
What a moment for Payson not to watch. Like this would that whole line.
No, I'm going to tell Payson to go to the 1 hour 45-minute mark for this.
Payson's just in his chair.
I don't want to do anything to give Payson satisfaction.
The cup is
retract
full.
Everything I just said. I didn't think about it from that.
He's going to bed because they have the Oscar nominations in the morning.
It's true. He's got to get up early for that. It's absolutely true. The point is I don't know what's going to happen in this game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the antithesis of the first game. 1-1, wonderful. Like the last game was a banger. I assume the same for this one. I don't know who to pick. And I got to stay close to Mark, so I'm not sure what to do.
The people getting up for the Oscar ceremony, if you just wake up and then you watch the same video, it's still a shock to you because you hadn't heard anything. But I gotta know, did one battle after another get nominated? Bitch, I'm gonna let you know a secret.
PTA is gonna win the Oscar. And
I'll give you one better. You can go
He's
to
gonna
Wikipedia
weep
and
like
read
a
it.
bitch.
Baby back bitch.
He did it. He tried, Scully. He tried to Paul Thomas Anderson winning the Academy Award for directing and put it to the Red Sox winning the World Series.
Well, that's not true because we've won it 4 times. He's never won an Oscar. So,
but even if it was just 04,
that's
and winning an award voted in by peers, fuck off. Like I don't care. Like Sean Penn getting pegged for in a movie. I'm glad it won best. I don't understand what. I'm glad that's his favorite movie ever. I am so confused why it's bringing tears to his eyes.
it's
Jack,
it's
1 minute. Why are the Seahawks gonna beat the Rams?
They have the better defense. Fuck you, Nazario. Fuck you, Nazario. They have a better defense, and just a fun little stat, Nazario, for you. Since the first time the Rams and Seahawks played, week 11, I don't remember the week. I think it was week 11. The Seahawks haven't lost a game since then. The Rams have lost 3 times since then. They have looked bad this last month. They struggled in the first half of their week 18 game against the Cardinals. The fucking Cardinals. I'm taking the Seahawks to win this. I think we go to the Super Bowl.
sounds like a loss of inevitable.
$50 they lose.
I'll take that bet.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey, if you don't pay him, if you lose, he will besmirch your name forever.
Hey, Jack.
He'll have to wait until I ship it out to him.
$50 is like maybe of his dollars are like 35 cents in Canada. I just want you to know that.
Dude, $50 from him, you're gonna gain money on that shit. Well, wait, no, you're not US. Oh, we gain shit. Hey, $50, it's $80 here. Like you guys,
I don't know
nothing.
what the fuck he uses.
All right, get some
Canadian
points
dollars.
out. Let's vote. All right, I need what you putting for your 6-point thing, and who you picking. Tell me when you have it filled out on your board.
Sorry, are we doing 5 or 4 first?
6 and 5.
You said 5 and 4.
You said 5.
Oh, sorry.
5 and 4, motherfucker.
I have a lot of things going on in my brain, so sorry. 6 and 5. Do your 6 first.
I wonder who we're all gonna pick.
Whiteboard.
Yeah.
Well, somebody might do something different. All right, Nazario.
Drake May, whatever.
Okay, Robert.
Pats.
Scully.
Seahawks.
Oh,
Oh.
I like it. Mark.
I mean, the Patriots. I don't know why we aren't doing that. I mean,
Jack.
Seahawks.
Okay. And okay, now you're 5 point.
Wait,
Uh,
what did Coho pick?
Oh,
Yeah, who did everything?
Toho picked
And Bar.
the Patriots.
I'm talking
And
didn't
Bar
pick the
picked the
Rams.
Patriots.
and who did you pick?
Oh,
He said the Patriots.
Patriots.
Okay.
I gotta look at Mark and try to determine who he's gonna pick, so I can pick the opposite.
Same. Same. I'm in. If he'd write short, I think I have an edge.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta do that.
Are you going with
Watch
the
him right
Cox or the
Hawks
Rams?
just to spite you.
You could do that.
Are you
Yeah.
putting Cox on your board? Let me see.
Can I? I'll just say I don't believe in what I'm writing. I'm just picking the opposite of what I think will be the opposite of Mark.
I am doing the same.
Yeah. If it's the same, I'm gonna be kind of pissed off.
Okay.
All right. Scully.
Pats.
Okay, I'm just making sure it wasn't Denver. Nazario.
I found this Lego Stitch on sale for $40, which I'm gonna buy with the money I'm gonna win from Jack with the Rams.
Okay.
I'm gonna pre-order in right now.
Mark.
Gonna go with the safe bet here. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Fuck yes. Okay. Robert, I'm guessing you picked the Rams?
I did pick the Rams because I don't believe this, but it's fine. I'm not going to lose, so it's fine.
Same. I have also went with the Rams because I thought that would be the one thing that would sway between me and Mark. If not, I lose. It's not a big deal. And then
Did Yoho pick the Rams?
Barr picked the Seahawks. Coho picked the Seahawks. So they are opposite going into the final week until Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be worth 6 points for the winner.
So first and last is going to be decided in this game.
Most likely, unless you pick an opposite side of the Super Bowl, you can still win that one.
Okay.
Unless you're separated by too much, which yes, first place will most likely be decided to this week. And yeah, I think the other one will be decided too. I don't think 10 would make sense. I don't want to make it too large and sway, but we can talk about that when we want the final points to be. 100.
Cody, I just want to say, Tom Brady in his throws of the year rated Caleb's throw in overtime against the Packers as the best throw in the NFL this year. So you being anti-Caleb Williams is you being anti-Tom Brady. That's
fine. I'm fine with that too. Was he rolling to a certain direction or was he in the pocket?
He was in the pocket. He actually threw that ball.
You're a fucking liar. He was rolling out. You're an idiot.
No.
Because he chucked it and then put his hands in his pocket and was like, yeah, it was cool. But you should use his strengths and not try to make him Tom Brady. Thoughts? Have a great night. We'll see you back to break down the Super Bowl. Bye.